before. Let me tell you what the DISC is. It's a universal language of observable human behavior. It's the way that we read each other based on how we behave. Does that make sense? All of you are already using it. Let me start by saying that. But maybe it's never been defined for you before, the same way that it hadn't been defined for me. And I used to, as a lobbyist, have to go in and meet with people, and sometimes they were very important people. And I would only have a few moments to try to figure out who they were and connect with them. So I had to figure out, okay, is this somebody that I have to be really quick with because they're really in a hurry? Is this somebody who's going to be really friendly and I've got to be friendly back in order to connect with them? Is it someone who goes at a little bit slower pace and is more steady? Or is it somebody who's very analytical and is going to want a lot of facts and figures and details from me? So I'd have to figure that out a lot on the fly. And you all think about those things and you figure that out with everybody who you interact with, right? Whether it's a customer coming in, a lawyer that you're working with, a judge that you work with, you have to figure these things out all the time. Well, when I was first given a context for this, it was like my light bulb went on. I had my aha moment when I saw this. I'm going to teach this to you and give you as much as I can of this knowledge and show you how you can apply it. And again, if you get really engaged in this part of the conversation, you can take this with you to every aspect of your life. There are 4 main behavioral styles. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no good, there's no bad. This doesn't have anything to do with intelligence or aptitude. This is just about behavior. And I want you to tell me, when you look at the D style and the I style up there, there's one thing that the D and the I have in common. What is that? Everybody out loud. The D's are outgoing, right? D's and I's are outgoing, okay? And that's very different from the C's and S's. The C's and S's, everybody are what? Reserved. Okay, so let's just start with that. And I'm going to have you do your own self-assessment here. If you were to think about, if I were to ask people who know you well, would they tell me that you're more outgoing or more reserved? Think about that. Everyone who's outgoing just said outgoing out loud, just so you know. All right, so I want you to just think. Now, there are some of you who are a little conflicted. You say, well, it depends on the situation, because sometimes I'm outgoing in this situation, and sometimes I'm more reserved in this situation. And I get that. I want you to just pick one that you think more suits you, okay? What would your friends tell me about you? And don't be thinking about like who you are just with your immediate family. Be thinking about who you are at work or who you are when you're out in public. Are you more reserved or are you more outgoing? So does everybody have your answer, yes or no? Yes. Okay, how about raise your hands, please, if you picked outgoing. Okay, excellent, very good. And then I'm going to guess that everyone whose hand was not up is reserved. Now, if I asked for the how many of you are reserved, I would have gotten more of like I wouldn't be able to see all the hands, okay? Now, outgoing is like, yeah, that's me. Okay, good, very good. Now, I want you to ask yourself the question, are you more of a people person, so the I's and the S's have what in common? People. Or are you more, what did the D's and C's have in common? Task-oriented. So this one is like, you all know the people, right? You can't mistake a people. The people want to be around people. They like people. They enjoy people. They want to work with people. And those of you who are people go, well, doesn't everybody? No. You know you're a people person if you're saying, doesn't everybody like that? No. Okay. The D's and the C's, on the other hand, like to get things done. They like to cross things off the list. Those of you who are nodding your head right now, you are a task-oriented person. Okay? I want you to ask yourself the same question where you get an answer. Would people say that you're more of a people person or task-oriented? Do you believe you're more of a people person or task-oriented? And again, if you're struggling with this because you say, well, sometimes I'm a people person, but other times I like to really cross things off my list, just pick one. Okay? Pick one that seems to suit you more. If given the option and you had to do some work, would you rather do it together with people and for people? Would you rather just go and get it done?